to LeClaire Park. This is Black History Month, and we're getting ready to make some jambalaya. The origin story of New Orleans jambalaya suggests that it was based on jollof rice, a West African dish. Many of the slaves that lived in New Orleans came from West Africa and would have been familiar with the dish of jollof rice. Like jambalaya, it was traditionally made from whatever ingredients were handy, such as seafood, crawfish, various meats, tomatoes, and always present in preparation. Another origin story states jambalaya originates from the French Quarter of New Orleans. It was an attempt by the Spanish to make paella in the New World. As time went on, French influence became strong in New Orleans, and spices from the Caribbean changed this New World paella into a unique dish, making it delicious and a blending of cultures and flavors. Now we're getting ready to go into how you make the jambalaya. The first step to jambalaya would be your chicken. The ingredients has been seared, and we're going to now sear it again. The flavors in this would be garlic, onion, celery, bell pepper, butter, and olive oil. This is going to make it just taste scrumptious. Then you give it a chance to marinate in all this in the fryer we have here, or steamer, whichever way you want to do it. After we know it has enough heat in it, we're going to dump the rice in it. Stephanie, would you like to pour the rice in? And this, by the way, is Zatarain's rice, and the ingredients is on the back for those who like to, follow ingredients, but I know this like the back of my hand because I make this every year. So after you season this in and stir it around, Stephanie can pour the water in here, and the rice will start cooking.
And it's 1 full glass?
1 full cup. Yes, ma'am. Yep, it's gonna be delicious. So after you got it going like this, we're gonna let it cook a minute. It doesn't have to be a whole minute, and we're gonna start adding the Cajun sausage, andouille sausage. This is what makes it flavored, and this is what makes it good. We got a plain andouille, and we have a Cajun andouille, and add it all together. And this, by the way, is enough for a whole family of 4 to 6 people right in this skillet. We're always going to add tomatoes. Tomatoes have a significant taste to this, and this is part of the Creole dish, the tomato. So we continue to stir. Stir, stir, stir. Butter to make it a little richer. And you're going to taste that buttery olive oil is already in it. And it's just going to add flavor. And this dish is not fattening, guys. When I cooked the chicken and marinated it on the stove, I drained every bit of grease out of it. So this is a healthy dish. Sometimes you might want to use a bit of okra cut up, but today we didn't do the okra. Everybody doesn't like the okra, but if you do use the okra, a smart okra would be the cut frozen okra that doesn't make it, mushy. And so now you can put the top on, let it simmer about, I want to say 20 minutes, because all these sausages are pre-cooked. The chicken was pre-cooked. This is just a quicker way. Shrimp goes last because you don't want it to cook too long. Then you have your jambalaya. Zatarain's is the best rice you can use for the jambalaya. Now the last section of the jambalaya is the shrimp, Stephanie.
Okay.
These were frozen shrimp. The tails are still on because it seals the flavor in. And they're delicious. This tops it off, and this makes it just finished with the jambalaya. And before I mentioned, Zatarain's is the rice, and the ingredients is on the back.
So why do we want to add the shrimp last?
It takes only 2 minutes for the shrimp to cook, and you don't want it mushy. You want it just firm and delicious.
Okay.
And that's what we're gonna have. And you can stir it in. Oh, and we are complete with our jambalaya. And I mean, all you need is some bread with it. We have garlic bread in the oven that we're going to have with the jambalaya. And that's it. You can toss a salad, and we're done. How about that? Scrumptious.
So one of the things people can appreciate about pretty much any culture is food and, of course, music. And Chicago has a very rich history of blues music in Chicago, right, Miss Beverly?
Yes, it does. We had the checkerboard. We had all kind of blues places. House of Blues. We had Buddy Guys. And back in the day, I can't even name all the blues joints. But yes, we're known for the blues.
King Street Mines, Blues on Halsted. There's just a ton of different clubs. And we're going to have some music playing. We have Muddy Waters, Buddy Guy, Howlin' Wolf at the Folks Blues Music Festival. We also have the Blues Fest every year in Grant Park.
Yes.
Muddy Waters also played for all the prisoners in Cook County once to give them a performance.
Yep.
So we're going to listen to a little bit of music, and we're going to try out this jambalaya.
May I have some bread, please?
So no matter who you are and where you're from, you can always break bread with people and learn a little something about their culture. And that's what it's all about, right?
It's good. This is very tasty.
We all play the role in the jambalaya. And if you have a family, they'll be able to do the same thing. Enjoy.
I like okra, crawfish.
Right.
I never had crawfish either.
Now, darling,
Chicken thighs.